Be me, Madison. 26, working at a newly launched skincare company, living in a decent one-bedroom in Brooklyn with my boyfriend, Ryan. Life's been fine, good even, but lately, fine feels like not enough. It's Friday night, 9:47 p.m. I'm on the couch in my matching pajama set, the expensive one from that boutique I definitely couldn't afford 6 months ago, scrolling Instagram. Ryan's still at his office in Manhattan, probably hunched over his laptop with his third cold brew of the day. He's been like this for 2 weeks straight, grinding on some investor pitch for his startup. Software engineer turned entrepreneur. Very impressive on paper, very absent in reality. My phone buzzes. Instagram DM, Derek Chen. Yo Madison, long time. Saw you're still in the city? We should catch up. I stare at the name. Derek Chen. Derek freaking Chen from NYU. The guy who was president of the business frat. The guy who never looked twice at me when I was 50 pounds heavier and wearing Forever 21. Now his profile is penthouse views, yacht parties, gym selfies with CEO mindset. 6'2" of finance bro perfection. I catch myself thinking, maybe I should finally learn Mandarin, for when I meet his family, and immediately laugh at myself. Girl, it's a DM, relax. But the thought sits there anyway, warm and stupid and hopeful. I screenshot it and send it to my group chat. Me. OMG, remember Derek from college? Chloe. Shut up. He's so hot. Priya, girl, he has a yacht. My heart's doing this stupid Flutter thing. His most recent post, him in a tailored suit at some rooftop bar, skyline glittering behind him. 847 likes. The front door clicks open. Ryan shuffles in, wearing the same hoodie he has worn for 72 hours, holding a sweet green bag that's probably wilted by now. Hey babe, he mumbles, kicking off his shoes. He looks exhausted, dark circles, hair a mess, beard growing in patches. Hey. I turn my phone screen toward him. Look who messaged me. Ryan squints at it, barely registering. That's cool. Old friend? Yeah, from college. He's like, really successful now? Nice. He collapses on the couch next to me, already opening his laptop. Sorry, I just need to tweak one slide before tomorrow's meeting. Investors want to see revised projections. I wait for him to ask more, to show even a flicker of jealousy or interest. Nothing. Ryan? We haven't had a date night in 3 weeks. He finally looks at me, guilt flashing across his face. I know. I'm sorry. This pitch is just... Once we close this funding round, things will calm down. I promise. I've heard this before. The startup excuse. The just one more week that turns into a month. You didn't even like my Instagram post from yesterday, I say, and I hate how petty it sounds, but it's true. I've barely looked at my phone. You're on your phone right now. For work, Maddie. Silence. He goes back to his laptop. I go back to my phone. I open Derek's message and type. Hey. Yeah, I'm in Williamsburg. How have you been? I hit send before I can overthink it. Ryan falls asleep on the couch at 11:30 p.m., laptop still open, slide deck frozen on some graph about user acquisition. I cover him with a blanket and go to bed alone. Derek responds at 1:14 a.m. Good, crushing it mostly. Finance is insane RN, but can't complain. You look amazing, BTW. Saw your recent posts. Glowed up for real. I read it 17 times before falling asleep. On Sunday, I went out for lunch with Chloe and Priya. So Derek's been texting me, I say, trying to sound casual. Priya's fork freezes midair. Wait, yacht Derek? It's just friendly, like catching up. Let me see. Chloe snatches my phone. She scrolls through our messages from the past 2 days, him asking about my job, complimenting a photo I posted at this new wine bar, sending me a Spotify link to some indie song that reminded him of me. Maddie, Chloe looks at me, dead serious. He's into you. He's just being nice. Girl, Priya leans in. You're allowed to have options. You're not married. I have a boyfriend. Who's ignored you for 3 weeks, Chloe says. I'm not saying do anything crazy, but you're in your 20s. You should know what's out there. My therapist says women settle too early because of societal pressure, and I'm not settling with Ryan. Then why do you look miserable every time we hang out? I don't have an answer for that. The texts with Derek continue all week. Tuesday, how's work treating you? Wednesday, saw you posted about that new restaurant. I know the owner, could get us a table if you want. Thursday morning, random, but do you still listen to The Strokes? Remember when they played that show, sophomore year? He remembers things, specific things. Ryan can't remember what I told him yesterday. Ryan's still in his investor meeting marathon. Monday night, he texts, Sorry, babe, staying late again. Order whatever you want for dinner. Tuesday, meeting ran over, gonna crash at the office. Wednesday, promise I'll make it up to you this weekend. Thursday evening, Derek sends, rooftop party in Tribeca tomorrow night. Bunch of friends, good music. You should come. Bring people if you want. I stare at the message for 10 minutes. I text Ryan. Want to do something Friday night? Been forever since we went out. He responds an hour later. Babe, I'm so sorry. Final investor dinner, Friday. This is the big one. Rain check? I tell Derek I'll be there. Friday afternoon, I tell Ryan I'm going to Chloe's birthday dinner. He's relieved he doesn't have to feel guilty about missing plans. Have fun, he says, distracted, looking at his phone. Don't stay out too late. The party is everything my life isn't. The rooftop bar is sleek and expensive, glass barriers, velvet couches, fairy lights strung across the space. A DJ I've actually heard on Spotify is in the corner. Derek finds me within 5 minutes. He's wearing dark jeans and a fitted black shirt, hair perfectly styled. He smells like expensive cologne. Madison. He pulls me into a hug that lasts a second too long. You made it. Come on, I'll introduce you around. He leads me through the crowd with his hand on my lower back. He gets me a drink, an actual cocktail, not well vodka, something with elderflower and Prosecco that costs $18. So marketing, he says, leaning against the railing next to me. You liking it? It's fine. I mean, it's a good company. Skincare startup, decent salary, room to grow. You sound bored, I laugh. Is it that obvious? You're too smart to sound this uncertain about your own job. He looks at me like I'm the only person at this party. What do you actually want to do? And God help me, I tell him, about how I wanted to work in fashion marketing but couldn't break in, about how I feel stuck, about things I haven't even told Ryan because Ryan's too busy to ask. Derek listens, actually listens, asks follow-up questions, remembers details from my Instagram captions about campaigns I worked on. My phone buzzes. Ryan, dinner's going great. Might have good news soon. Love you. I don't respond. At some point, I'm tipsy and laughing, and Derek's showing me photos from his trip to Turks and Caicos, and I take a photo of the skyline with my champagne glass and frame and post it to my Instagram story without thinking. I Uber home at 2 a.m. Ryan's asleep, still in his work clothes, face peaceful and exhausted. I lie next to him and think. I didn't do anything wrong. We just talked, but my heart's still racing. I wake up to 3 texts from Derek. Derek. Last night was fun. Derek. We should do dinner, just us. Derek. You free this week? Ryan's already awake, in the kitchen making coffee. For the first time in 2 weeks, he's actually smiling. Morning, he says, genuinely cheerful. Guess what? What? The investor meeting went amazing. We're moving to the next round. They want to talk terms. Maddie, this could actually happen. He's so excited, so hopeful, and I feel nothing. Actually, that's not true. I feel suffocated. Ryan, we need to talk. His smile fades. What's wrong? I sit at the kitchen table. He stays standing, coffee mug frozen halfway to his mouth. I think we need to break up. The silence is horrible. What? I'm sorry. I've been thinking about it for a while and... A while? His voice cracks. Maddie, what are you talking about? I thought. We were fine. I know I've been busy, but it's not just that. Then what is it? We've grown apart. You're so focused on work, and I need to figure out what I want. I need space to find myself. I'm using every cliche from every breakup I've ever seen on TV, and I hate myself, but I can't stop. Ryan sets down his coffee mug. His hands are shaking. Is there someone else? No, I lie. This isn't about anyone else. It's about me. About you. He's staring at me like he doesn't recognize me. Maddie, I've been working this hard for us, so we can have a future, so I can... He stops himself. I was doing this for us. I didn't ask you to. The words come out harsher than I meant. He flinches. You're right. His voice goes flat, detached. You didn't. Ryan, is this really what you want? I nod because I can't say it out loud. Okay. He sets down his coffee mug carefully, like he's afraid it might break. Okay. Okay. What do you want me to say, Maddie? His eyes are wet, but he's not crying. Do you want me to beg? To tell you, I'll work less, pay more attention, be whatever you need me to be? Yes, I think. Fight for me. No, I say. Then I guess that's it. He walks to the bedroom. I hear drawers opening, the closet door sliding. I stand in the doorway watching him pack. He's methodical about it, rolling his shirts, separating work clothes from casual. He doesn't look at me. Ryan, I'm sorry. Don't. He zips up the duffel bag. Don't apologize for being honest. Where will you go? Vanessa's. She has a spare room. He slings the bag over his shoulder, finally meets my eyes. You know what's funny? I thought last night was the best night of my life. The investors loved the pitch. I kept thinking about coming home and telling you, celebrating with you. I had this whole thing planned. My throat tightens. And I get home, and you're asleep. And I thought, that's fine. I'll tell her tomorrow. We'll celebrate tomorrow. He laughs, but there's no humor in it. Guess not. I'm sorry. Stop saying that. He heads for the door, then turns back. Were you happy? With me? Ever? Yes. For a long time, yes. But not anymore. I don't answer. Cool. Yeah, cool. He opens the door. I'll come back for the rest of my stuff later, when you're not here. Ryan. The door closes. I stand there for 5 minutes before I move. Then I pour myself wine even though it's 10 a.m. and text Derek, hey, I'm officially single now. Dinner this week? His response is instant. Bet. I know a spot. Tuesday work? I should feel guilty. I should feel something other than this buzzing anticipation. But I don't. The restaurant Derek chooses has a Michelin star and a wait list measured in months. We sit at a corner table, candlelit, expensive wine I can't pronounce. So, Derek says, leaning back, newly single? How's that feel? Honestly? Freeing. He grins. Good. You seem like the kind of person who shouldn't be tied down. Dinner is perfect. The food, the ambiance, Derek across from me looking like he stepped out of GQ. We talk about our jobs, or mostly, Derek talks about his job. Private equity, recent deals, his apartment in FIDE. When I try to tell him about a campaign I'm proud of, he says, that's cool, and asks if I've ever been to Mykonos. It's fine. He's probably just nervous. We end up at his place. Floor-to-ceiling windows, minimalist furniture, a kitchen he definitely doesn't cook in. We have sex. It's good. Better than good. But after, he immediately grabs his phone. You staying over? I ask. Early meeting tomorrow. He's already scrolling. I can call you an Uber. It's 11:47 p.m. Oh, Okay. It's not personal. I just function better with my morning routine, you know? The Uber drops me at my empty apartment at midnight. I tell myself it's fine. He's busy. Successful people are busy. We see each other 5 more times over the next 3 weeks. Tuesday, dinner at a sushi place where he knows the chef. He talks about crypto for 40 minutes. When I mention my friend's art gallery opening, he says, "That's dope," and shows me his new watch. Thursday, drinks at a hotel bar. He's on his phone half the time. "Sorry, work emergency," he keeps saying. Later at his place, we have sex, and he's asleep by midnight. I Uber home alone again. Saturday, brunch in the West Village. I suggest a museum after, but he has a thing. I don't ask what thing. Tuesday again. I cook dinner at my place. He shows up an hour late, doesn't apologize, picks at the pasta I made. Trying to cut carbs, he explains. We watch half a movie before he says he's tired and leaves. Friday. I don't hear from him all day. I text at 8 p.m. "Hey, what are you up to?" He responds at 11:30 p.m. "Out with the boys. You around tomorrow?" I am. I always am. Saturday night, I'm at his apartment. He's in the bathroom when his phone buzzes on the nightstand. Once, twice, 5 times. I shouldn't look. I look. Instagram DMs from girls. A lot of girls. One message preview. "Last night was so fun, we should do that again." My hands shake. I click his messages before I can stop myself. There are dozens. Mirror selfies, flirty responses, him saying variations of the same things he said to me. "You're too interesting," and "we should celebrate you," and "just being real with you." Conversations from yesterday, from 3 days ago, from last week when he told me he was swamped with work. He comes out of the bathroom, notices my face. "You good? Are we exclusive?" Derek actually laughs. "What? Are we together? Like, are you seeing other people?" "Maddie, come on." He sits on the bed, smiling like I told a joke. "We're having fun." "You just got out of a relationship. I'm not trying to wife anyone up right now." But I thought, "You thought what? That we were serious?" He's genuinely confused. Not defensive, not guilty. Confused. "You're cool, but like, I'm focused on myself. No labels, no drama. I thought you were on the same page. You asked me to dinner alone. We've been hanging out for weeks." "Yeah, and it's been fun. But I never said I wanted a relationship." He reaches for his phone, scrolling like this conversation is already over. I'm not trying to be an asshole. I just think you're reading into things. Something in me breaks. "I broke up with someone for you. I never asked you to do that." He looks up from his phone, genuinely puzzled. "That was your choice." I grab my jacket. "Where are you going?" "Home." "Maddie, don't be like that. We can still hang out." I'm out the door before he finishes. I cry the whole Uber ride home. Not because I love Derek, because I gave up Ryan for this. For someone who doesn't even remember what I told him about my job. For someone who sees me as an option, not a priority. That night, 2 a.m., I text Ryan. "Hey, can we talk?" He doesn't respond. I check his Instagram. I've been checking it compulsively for days, looking for signs he's miserable without me. There's a new post from yesterday. Ryan and a woman. Pretty, natural, smiling at something off camera. They're at a bookstore. Her hand's on his arm. The caption, "Good company, good books." Comments from his friends. "She's a keeper, bro." Finally moving on. "Happy for you, man." I scroll to his tagged photos. She posted one too. Them at a coffee shop, laughing. Her caption, "Best first week ever." First week. He's known her for a week, and she's already more integrated into his life than I ever bothered to be. He's posting about her. Taking her to bookstores, places I never cared about going because I was too busy checking Instagram. I text Vanessa. "Is Ryan seeing someone?" She responds in 5 minutes. "Yes." Her name's Emma. She's a writer. Leave him alone, Madison. At 8 a.m., Ryan finally texts back. Not a good time. Hope you're well. Hope you're well. Like I'm a co-worker. Like I'm no one. Derek never texts again. 6 months later. I'm at a coffee shop near Ryan's new office, alone on a Saturday afternoon. I couldn't afford our Brooklyn apartment solo, so I moved to a shittier studio in Queens. Chloe and Priya stopped inviting me out. We just think you need space, Chloe said. Translation, you're exhausting. I've been on 8 dates since Derek. They were all terrible. None of them were Ryan. I've looked at Ryan's Instagram maybe 500 times. He posts less now, but when he does, Emma's there. Hiking photos. A bookshelf they built together. Her laughing in his kitchen, wearing his old hoodie. The one I used to complain about. The comments are always the same. You two are so cute. Relationship goals. She's perfect for you. I've typed and deleted apology texts 23 times. But what would I even say? Sorry for wanting to feel seen? Sorry for having needs. I'm scrolling through job listings, quit the skincare startup last month to find myself, when I hear it. That laugh. Ryan walks in, holding hands with Emma. She's wearing jeans and a sweater, no makeup, smiling about something he said. She's pretty in that effortless way, like she doesn't even try. Ryan sees me. His expression doesn't change. No anger, no sadness, just neutrality. Hey, Maddie. My voice cracks. Hey, how are you? Good. Really good, actually. He gestures to Emma. This is Emma. Emma, this is Maddie. We used to date. Used to, past tense, done. Nice to meet you, Emma says. She's genuinely kind. I want to hate her for it, but I can't. You too. Silence. Ryan, My eyes are burning. Can we talk? Just for a second? There's nothing to talk about, Maddie. Please, I made a mistake. I know I did. I'm happy now, he says simply. I'm with someone who actually wants to be here. I'm not angry anymore. I'm just done. He takes Emma's hand and they walk to a table by the window. I sit there, coffee cold, watching them be easy together. And part of me wants to be angry, because if he'd just paid more attention in the first place, none of this would have happened. If he'd made time for me, actually listened when I said I was lonely, actually noticed when I was unhappy, I wouldn't have been vulnerable to someone like Derek. I told him we needed date nights. I told him I felt invisible. What was I supposed to do? Just wait around forever while he chased funding rounds and investor meetings? And Derek, he played me. He knew exactly what to say, exactly how to make me feel special. How was I supposed to see through that? He's the one who lied, who led me on, who made it seem like we were building something real. But then I watch Ryan pull out Emma's chair, watch her laugh at something he says, watch them be comfortable and present with each other in a way we never were. And the anger fades into something worse, because I know the truth, even if I don't want to admit it. Ryan wasn't fighting to keep me because he already knew. He saw me at that rooftop party on Instagram. He knew about Derek before I even broke up with him. He let me go because he was done trying, and now he's happy. Genuinely, visibly happy. And I'm alone in Queens, unemployed, watching through a window while he builds bookshelves with someone who appreciates him. Ryan didn't just move on, he upgraded, and I threw away something real for someone who never wanted me at all. I leave the coffee shop and walk past couples holding hands, past people who look happy, past the life I could have had. I go home and delete Derek's number. I open a text to Ryan, type, "I'm sorry," then delete it. Some mistakes don't get fixed, some doors close forever. I know that now.